Well, I'm going to show you how to adjust your clutch. So if your clutch is worn out or it's slipping, it's inside here on the big side of the case. You really don't need all these tools. All you need is a proper big screwdriver. Where is it? This one, which is a P3, if you have these cheap cases. A lot of the good ones have Allen, but the cheaper motors have these or the older ones. This is like a 10-year-old motor. And as you can see, it's dirty and things have been repaired on it. Unlike most of the bike videos, they're like a clean bike that's never been ridden. This has, you know, well over 1,000 miles on it, and I haven't even cleaned it. But there's lots of repairs. These things break all the time. They're really hard to keep right. They're just cheap Chinese junk, basically. Also got some WD-40 and some Vaseline. I'll explain what that's for. But yeah, everyone who does these is like putting all this money into their bike to get to go 40 miles an hour. And they act like that's a big accomplishment. Dude, this bike goes 40 or 50 miles an hour. You know what I mean? I'm 200 pounds and it goes over 40 miles an hour. So I just don't get it. Just everyone's different. I don't know. It's completely stock. There's no air filter in here. I usually run them without a case and everything, but this one goes through a lot of dirt. And the other one I had, which was on a Skyhawk motor. See, I'm here in Los Angeles. I should say that to make everyone jealous, because this is our winter. You know, everyone else is in hell, you know. Anyhow, the Skyhawk motor I had, which is a 66cc, I could get 45 miles an hour. That's nice in there. This is one of the older motors. I've never taken this off. Damn. Look at all that clutch dust. Holy shit, I've never seen it that bad. That's that cheap ass... I've never seen that. That's cheap Chinese crap right there. No wonder the clutch is wearing down. It's also been really loose for like the last couple days and I kept riding it, but holy smoke, I've never seen anything like that. This little caster right here, that's how you adjust the clutch. So this one's really cheap right here. Ooh, they're all the same pretty much. Look at how loose this is though. Shouldn't even move anyways. You take this out. Oh, that's tight. Jesus. So this is a set screw. Yeah, and this is the cheap old school one. It's so old. Normally in yours, there'll be a line so you can hit the line. This one is literally like 10 years old. This is one of the first cheap copies. I got it from a guy on Craigslist. You know, people, oh, it turned by hand. It's so loose. They lie. The guy said it needed, what did he say? You know how they like to lie on Craigslist. He said it needs a carb cleaning. And he acted like he was giving me an amazing deal. But I know a lot about these bikes, and I knew it was a bunch of shit. But I ended up kind of teaching him a lesson of respect. His parents didn't teach him, and he thinks he's a badass like everyone else on Craigslist. Just because he's big and on steroids and on meth doesn't mean he's a badass. But anyhow, giving you guys free advice. I usually do it 1 or 2 turns, because the more turns you do it, you're going to have to adjust your cable. But this one's so loose, I guess I should do it 2 turns. Let's see what it feels like up top real quick. I'm going to... Yeah, it makes it really spongy. So let me go one more out. Usually you can't do this. Usually you have to turn it with a screwdriver. And not like that even. It's different. Like, there's a line on them. This is just old. I'm going to see what it feels like up top, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So now we're back. Yeah, this one has so much clutch material worn off of it. I'm just going to go with the 2 turns. Usually I do 1, because this is only the first time I'm adjusting it. But the Skyhawk 66cc is the best engine kit by far. And then, of course, you can't get them here. At least in Los Angeles, they're hard to get. And mine had 5,000 miles without an air filter. And I rode it. I had a fender on the back, so it blocked a lot of the dirt and debris. I rode it off-road for at least 1,500 of those miles, because I took a trip with the bike touring. It was awesome. But here you go. And please listen to me, because these people building these bikes are retarded. I'm not even making it up. It's one of the reasons I started making the videos. And this is so old, it has a nice gasket. It has like a real gasket. They're not like that anymore. And this was the cheap kit back in the day. I could tell the people, look at all that clutch material. That's insane. Look at that. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that. And I've been into motorized bikes for 10 years. I've had about 25 of them. Probably got about, collectively, I've probably got about 20,000 miles on a motorized bike. So I've got a lot of maintenance tips, a lot of stories. Look at that. That's insane. That is really, really wild right there. I was going to hit right in here. WD-40. I haven't done that. People, they always put way too much. I use it to clean this wheel a little bit. They always put way too much on this and then they fuck their clutch up. My clutch is slipping because I listened to some guy on YouTube and he told me to put a ton of oil on it. Clean that a little bit. I don't even have any grease either. That's what that Vaseline was for. It's not for Bubba to bend you over or your boyfriend. It's just a cheap ass. I have a little bit. Look at that. That's actually too much. Just put a little bit kind of right. Only when we put it towards the edge, you gotta put it in the inside. Yep. That's it. And that is a cheap way of doing it. I'd rather put grease, but this doesn't seem to be an issue, and I've done it many, many times. This thing has so much compression. Oh, and I was beat. Look, I just broke the kickstand by pushing it back. Look at that cheap ass fucking kickstand. This is actually not even a cheap kickstand. This is one of the older Greenfield ones. I can't believe I thought it would hold it on the kickstand. It literally snapped the fucking thing. That's insane. I can't even finish the video. I can't finish the video. That's Matrix. Matrix. Oh man, that's crazy. I can't finish the video. Huh. What the hell? That's awesome. I don't even know what to say about that. I guess people are jealous. I would say even the people that think they're the richest, all they do is work. I can't understand how you could claim you're rich when you're 6 days at work, a week working. That to me is just people that are either mindless or they don't want to be somewhere, because that's crazy, man. I would never, ever wish that on someone. Yeah, look at that. I can't finish the video. Great. That's funny. These pathetic fucking people, man.